Okay, so we've fused all of the shapes required for the pink spot fabric onto the back, leaving that seam allowance between all of them. Given them a nice press and made the most use of the fabric, so you will have some left over, but that's fine. Now we need a really nice, good, sharp pair of scissors, and my favourite is a K&K Buckley serrated edge scissors. There are also the Sobo ones, and they're very nice as well. So just a good sharp pair of scissors, but the serrated edge means it flows around the shapes really nicely. Now I like to cut them apart in big chunks sort of first, and you could do that with a rotary cutter if you're handy with a rotary cutter. If you've got a straight edge like that that's going to sit on a seam allowance, you want a fairly accurate 1/4 inch seam allowance along that straight edge, because it's going to sit on the edge of your border or something. If it's going to do that, be a bit more accurate. But the rest, it just has to be an approximate scant 1/4 inch seam allowance. So it doesn't have to be anything exact, you don't need to mark it, you can just cut it apart into chunks, whatever's easy, and then you can pick up those small chunks and cut around circles and shapes like that one at a time. So you can see here those nice serrated scissors, they just curve around the fabric and cut exactly where you want it to go. I'm having my full 1/4 inch on that straight edge there, and the rest can be just a scant 1/4 inch. The smaller the shape, you can go a little bit narrower on your seam allowance, but no smaller than 1/8 of an inch, or you'll start fraying out your fabric when you're trying to fold those edges over in the next step. Now if you don't know what a 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch is, in metric it's about 6 millimeters for a 1/4 inch and about 3 to 4 millimeters for that 1/8 of an inch. But just have that sort of in your head about what you need. You can always trim more off, you can't add more on if you cut too small. So hopefully when you fused them on, you left a double seam allowance gap between each paper, and you've got plenty of space there now to cut out your shapes with that seam allowance on it. And you're just going to go through and do that for every shape